Fires in St. Joseph in less than 2 months. Firefighters were called to the scene of a suspicious house fire.
There seems to be a break in a burglary and arson fire case.
Structure fires deemed intentional by investigators are not uncommon in the St. Joseph area. What is uncommon? A person being charged and prosecuted for arson. Buchanan County Prosecutor Dwight Scroggins.
I'd say 95% of arson cases, they never even develop a suspect.
And we wanted to know why. So for this special report, we began exactly where investigators do.
I'm thinking it started right there in that plastic trash can that melted down.
In the early morning hours of October 24th, the call went out that this home on South 11th was burning. Fire crews contained and extinguished the fire within hours. Then investigators got to work.
What was it about this one that stood out?
Two separate areas of origin.
Fire Inspector Rob Blizzard says it didn't take long before investigators discovered this fire was no accident. Days later, he walked us through the destruction left behind.
This just all looks burned to me.
Right.
What stands out to you guys looking at this as to where it might have started or how it might have started?
What stood out to me was the damage to the stove.
Blizzard says tracing the fire to its root cause revealed not one but 2 points of origin, meaning someone started 2 fires at this home with the intention of burning it to the ground, and that the investigation would now move to its second phase.
This fire, you say you'll turn over to police detectives now?
Yes.
We determine it's an intentionally set fire, then we'll turn the case over to the police department for them to pursue.
And according to Fire Inspector Jason Ziff, police detectives will have their work cut out for them because
Arson is one of the most difficult crimes to prove.
Detective Richard Shelton.
As with all cases, you look at what kind of evidence you're going to have presented. And sometimes the evidence is gone. They're very difficult sometimes to work. It's always tougher when the evidence has a chance to be burned up.
And the difficulties don't stop there.
Fire departments are really good at determining cause of origin. The problem is they don't do criminal investigations very well. The police department, on the other hand, does criminal investigations really well. The problem is they don't do arson investigations very well.
And Dwight Scroggins, who himself is a certified arson prosecutor, says dealing with that problem isn't an issue unique to St. Joseph.
You know, arson is a huge priority for the fire department and a much lesser priority for police department. It's a very difficult thing to accomplish. And it's not just here, it's very difficult everywhere.
So while fire inspectors, police detectives, and prosecutors all agree there isn't an overabundance of arsons in the area, they also agree that bringing those responsible to justice remains an uphill battle. And winning that battle will require the efforts of far more than their departments alone.
It becomes a training issue. Training costs money. And fire schools are expensive.
There aren't adequate resources that are made available to spend the time and effort that it takes for successful outcomes in arson investigations.
Biggest thing that people can do in this town is to watch out for their neighborhoods and things going on around them. It's one of those things that we have to look out for each other and look out for our communities.
Alex Flippin, Fox 26, KNPN.